Just get myself all fired up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Slap that wiener.
Yeah, exactly.
Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and me do it in my van every Sunday. She tells him she's in church, but she doesn't go. Still she's on her knees, and Scotty doesn't know. Oh, Scotty doesn't know. So don't tell Scotty. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. So don't tell Scotty. Fiona says she's out.
Welcome to the Nightmare with ScottyVia. I am your host, ScottyVia. Thanks for tuning in for another fantastic week. With me this week, Date Night. How are you, fella?
Oh, buddy. Honest to God, I feel like I'm on peyote.
That good,
peyote? Have you ever done peyote before?
No. The most I've done extreme thing is Fun Dip. I snorted that in grade 6.
That'll get you there.
That's about it.
I've heard stories about peyote where you take it, then you puke for a day straight, and then you're basically like having a outer body experience for the next 3 days after. But I've also heard that has been confirmed as false, so I don't know who to believe in the peyote form anymore. But either way, I haven't slept in 3 days, and I'm at the point where I'm seeing things, and that I am like sitting on a chair, but it's just, it doesn't feel like a chair. I just feel like I'm very uncomfortable. It's a terrible place, I'll tell you right now. I learned a lot. Let me say that.
Yeah? It sounds like it.
I learned a lot about life this weekend.
Quick side note, Corey's here. Stetner, how are you, pal?
I'm good. I'm not on peyote.
Sorry, Steds. I wish you were, bro.
These snozberries taste like snozberries.
Snozberries. Totes. No. So here is what happened. My grandma, as we know, I'm returning to work.
Wow.
Something crazy as well.
When?
So I'm back tomorrow, and I'm sure by the time this gets out, I'll be back. But I am back tomorrow, and my grandma and grandpa were both in hospital last time. I've been taking care of everyone, and my parents were in Boston to see the Bruins Canadians game. My parents are huge Bruins fans.
Go park the fucking car.
Exactly. so they're out there, and so it's me and my two brothers taking care of my grandma and my Auntie Susie, and my grandpa's in the hospital.
Jesus.
So I've been taking care of Grandma for the last 3 days, and I've left their house twice.
Wow.
It's me, Grandma, and Auntie Susie. And Auntie Susie's handicapped, so it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
And I gotta tell you, I haven't slept literally in 3 days, and I haven't done something like this since it was cool to do it back when you were like grade 11 or 12. Like, oh man, I've been up for 3 days straight. It's
As
crazy.
an adult, that's not fun.
Yeah,
it fucking sucks.
I've been amped up on green teas and peppermint tea.
Oh wow!
I drank so much tea in the last 3 days, boys. It's crazy.
Jesus, is that just all you have in the house, or what?
Well, that's what we do with Grandma and Auntie Susie's. We drink green tea.
There you go.
Tea.
Well, they drink Earl Grey. I drink green tea because I like the antioxidants. I gotta tell you, I've never felt like this before. I've never been so like. I went home. We got a nurse today. I went home and got home about 3:30 and slept till about 6 o'clock, and it was the best sleep of my life.
I bet. Just
Nice.
a quick recharge, eh?
They give the best
Exactly.
handies, I find. Hey.
Oh, totes. Totes. I'm such an idiot. I'm sorry, guys. I've been hanging out with too many people that say totes.
Your grandma's big on the word totes, is she?
And the worst
Grandma's
part
boy, all over.
Oh, my favorite movie of all time. And the worst part about Grandma is that she has an earwax buildup, so I've been putting drops in there, but she can't hear anything.
Yes.
So I have to yell everything I say to her, and then Auntie Susie gets says, "Don't yell at Grandma. I'm not yelling because I'm mad. I'm yelling because she can't hear me." I did that about damn near 40 times in the last 3 days, boys. It's been wild. Anyways, I'm here now. How are you guys? Enough about me. How are you?
I'm good.
Someone talk to
We're
me.
doing good,
I'm
man.
good.
We're doing good. You sound like $1,000,000. That green tea must pumped you up. All those antioxidants, hey, coursing through your veins.
It's like what's that stuff? See, here's something I always thought about. Remember the shitty Batman with Poison Ivy and Bane?
Yes.
And he had that stuff that flowed through him to make him Bane.
Yeah.
The awesome, super sexy Bane that we got in the Dark Knight. Is it Dark Knight Rises?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. That Bane never had nothing coursing through his veins.
Gary, I want you to give Grandma a bath today.
There it is. It doesn't matter who yeah, what matters is our plan. Either way, the point is, what was coursing through Bane's veins with poison ivy?
I'd like to find out what's coursing through her veins, I tell you that much.
Well,
What the fuck happened to this show?
The answer is peyote. I told you, I'm flying out the gates.
Comes
right now.
full circle.
Nice. So that was your weekend, hey?
That was my weekend. I'd really wish that you guys would stop making me feel so awkward now to talk about your weekend. I feel like I just wrote in my journal.
I legit shut off my mic and I'm like, let this fucker go.
So many things to say.
I found out that grandma panties really weren't grandma panties.
It's
Yuck.
something.
Scotty, how's your weekend?
My weekend was very quiet. Very quiet.
Why's that?
I have no friends.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, it was. I can tell you every single word that I said this weekend.
Hold on. I believe in the great words of myself, like many shows ago and many shows in the future. Prove it.
Okay, fine. Yeah, I'll get a double cheeseburger with no pickles and a large fry on debit. Thank you. Those are the words I spoke this weekend. Hand to God, I didn't speak a single word outside of those all weekend.
Now, are you
Saturday,
okay with,
Sunday.
Are you okay with that, or would you have liked to speak more words?
Some days I'm okay with that. This weekend I was not. This weekend I was in one of those moods, and I'll bitch myself out here. I was in one of those moods where I was hoping someone would reach out to me to want to do something, hang out, even make a phone call. I was in one of those moods, you know. It was like a pity party kind of thing. It wasn't planned that way. I wasn't like in a bad mood or anything like that, but I felt like I was on the edge of having a bad mood. And if I reached out to somebody, I'd just, I have a breakdown or something, right? So I was like, man, I just hope somebody reaches out to me. Just have a quick conversation.
Just because I know that Corey's in studio with you right now, I have to say that you made him feel bad right now. I have a feeling deep down.
Nope.
No, there's nothing there.
He doesn't feel bad, do you?
Corey,
Nope, absolutely not. See? Perfect.
The people I've spoken to, no.
The votes are in.
I'm not allowed to feel bad.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He's not, because I'm not putting it on anybody, especially Corey, but I'm not putting it on anybody else. That's just how my mind worked this weekend. That's just, straight up call it selfish. I was legitimately being selfish this weekend, and nothing came of it, as per usual. And yeah, it was just one of those weird funks of having a weekend away from my kid. Not knowing, I was like, man, I kind of talked to my brother early in the week about coming home, and he kind of gave me like, well, if you're doing this and this and this, maybe just give us a heads up. I'm like, so I get the feeling maybe I shouldn't go home this weekend. So I said, fuck it, I'm just going to stay home, play some vids. I crushed like 6 hours of Grand Theft Auto 5 and finished it.
Nice.
Oh, yeah!
But yeah, it was one of those things where literally nothing happened this weekend, and it affected me in a weird way. So that was my weekend. My Monday started off horribly.
Oh, Mondays.
I wake up to my phone ringing. I have a lovely ringtone, by the way.
What is it?
Actually, hold on.
Okay.
Corey, call me. Let's do that. Let's do it that way.
Hello?
I like this.
Is it me you're dreaming of?
Oh.
Oh, no, that's the wrong song.
The white stuff. Hold on, here we go. Here's my ringtone.
CTU!
Yes!
Yes, Jack Bauer!
It's Tony Dalmeida on the phone.
Yes. You're back from the dead for the 14th time.
Yes!
Tony Almeida.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. I was just going to say that. Tony dies a lot.
So that's my ringtone. So, yeah.
Hold on, is this podcast live? I just want to know why everyone's on my sloppy seconds, Alicia.
Oh, that's so good.
Yowza.
That's a double Dion right there.
Hey, here's a quick question for you before we get
Yeah, sure.
serious
I'm not doing anything. Go ahead.
Cabby, his stupid whole with Dion.
Yeah.
I hated that. Did you guys appreciate?
I'm not a fan of Dion at all. He's the best offenseman out there because he's not good at defense, and he's not good as a winger.
No.
I wouldn't even give him that.
Yeah.
But he's not only is he shitty at life, but apparently he's also a shitty human being from my inside sources that I have, which obviously can't be that legit, but still from stories I hear.
I've got a friend that works with the Flames, and he also says the same thing about
exactly everybody I've ever talked to. And Scotty, you can agree with this. We talk to a lot of people in
absolutely
the NHL, and we hear a lot of things. And
yep.
that's general consensus, to be honest enough. But the fact that Cabby and his man D literally tried to really push that really bothered me, because it was if I could not think of a more undeserving person in my life of such an awesome little ballad or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
It really bothered me.
Yeah, for someone to have a bit piece and he's the focal point.
Yeah.
Brutal. Pick someone better.
Brutal.
I'm not a fan of the new Cabby either. I'm not gonna lie. The TSN Cabby,
Do you
not
feel
a fan.
that he's restrained because he's corporate Cabby, if you will?
A little bit. I also think he knows he's on the TSN machine now.
He's on the big time.
Yeah,
All right.
and I think that.
Hold on, I have another one for you. Do you guys like that commercial where Kate Biernes does the dunk, and she puts the leg up like Spider-Man?
Hi, I'm Kate Biernes.
Oh, exactly. Kate, read sports.
I don't condone that at all. I want to fuck the shit out of her.
I feel bad immediately after saying that.
She's hot.
Yeah,
she's definitely hot, but hi, I'm Kate Biernes, and I'm here to read the Toronto sports. I mean...
Oh, man.
So I wake up with my phone ringing on Monday.
CTU calling.
CTU was calling.
Yeah.
Obviously, I pick it up. I see it's SaskTel, and they proceed to tell me that if I don't give them $300, my phone's going to get cut off.
Oh, get the hell out of here.
And I was a little, and I was completely taken aback because I have the $65 unlimited plan.
Nice.
So I give them... it's a great plan. Unlimited data, unlimited...
Little Red hooked you up, hey?
Exactly, right? So I'm a little blown away because I'm one of those guys that I know my thing is going to be $65 plus applicable taxes. So I put $80 down every month just so I'm safe. So I was really blown away by this. So I made some phone calls, obviously. And I come to find out when I switched to that plan, they didn't switch my long distance plan with it. They didn't add that with it.
Oh, no.
It was kind of their fault, kind of my fault for not checking my bills monthly to make sure that was there. So I was a lot pissed off about that. I went to my secret stash. I pulled money out of my Xbox money saving account. So I want to buy a new Xbox.
I can save you the money and buy a superior system.
We'll talk about that another day when I beat the shit out of you.
Console Wars.
So
Floppy wiener.
What about my dick?
Floppy.
Oh, I got a big floppy wiener.
Yeah.
Micro penis.
No, I don't have. We're not getting back into that. I do not have a micro penis. So I have $450 saved up for an Xbox One. They're $500. I'm almost there. I'm good to go next payday. I got to pull $300 out to pay this bill because I need my phone for work and everything like that. So, yeah, I went and paid it, but I was pissed off when I got the phone call, but when I took the money out of my savings and put it on this bill, I kind of felt a sense of I'm an adult. Like I had money put aside for basically whatever I wanted, right? And something shitty happened. The rainy day came, and I was able to take care of the situation. So it was a bit of a sense of satisfaction that, hey, something shitty happened. It's going to cost me some extra money. I have that extra money ready to go. And it sucks that I got to save up again, but I was able to take care of that situation and go on about my day. Yeah, it was kind of a weird thing. It was just it was kind of a grown-up moment. I know I should be having those full well into my 30s. But
I totally picture this as one of those Full House moments where the music's in the background and
Danny comes sits down.
Yeah, exactly. He's talking to you and you're learning a lesson. And then goes, aww.
Not really a lesson. It was just an experience because I'm horrible for saving money. Terrible. Whenever something major happens, like my car breaks down or blows up, I have to get help from my parents every now and then.
Yeah.
And so it was nice to be able to be like, you know what, I got this. I don't even have to let them know that situation happened. You know? So it was just a weird sense of accomplishment, I guess.
See, and hearing you talk about that makes me really happy because every April for the last 3 years now, I've always had an extra $70 charge on my Shaw bill. Mm-hmm. Do we all know why that is?
Environment tax? I don't know.
Oh, WrestleMania.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing that I actually save, and that's the whole point of my stories. I always save an extra $100-ish on my Shaw account because I know
Well, you know something, brother. You better start saving your money.
I'm gonna be ordering WrestleMania.
Yeah, man, I'm the same way. I've got money set aside. I actually paid a little extra on this bill that I just paid for access because I know I got WrestleMania coming up.
Oh, it's gonna be so sweet.
So I get home after I'm done paying this bill, and I got a buddy that texts me, and he's like, "Hey, man, are you good to call?" Yeah, I'm good with that. And he's going through some shit, relationship shit, right?
Oh, no.
He just needed to kind of vent, really, and maybe bounce some stuff off of me. We were on the phone for an hour. I was about 45 minutes late for work.
Oh, no.
Jesus. Wow.
But I had a reason. I was being a bro. I was being a good human being.
Dear work, bro came in.
Sorry, work, bro code. But we talked. Like, we legitimately talked, and he had some serious things he needed to talk out, just get a different perspective on. And at the end of it, I was like, man, that was a whole, like, I did really good. Like, I did really good. I was, like, full-on Dr. Phil the entire time, giving this guy, from what I was told, and later on, some fantastic advice. Like, great advice. And I was like, I felt proud. It was a very good day.
Attaboy.
For me to feel proud. Monday was a good day. But I felt a little bit weird because I was selfishly happy about it. Like, I was like, man, good for you, Scott. Good for you.
But you're helping out a friend. You should be happy.
I know that, right? And I'm hoping things work out, and I'm hoping that some of the things I said actually make sense.
Well, obviously they did, or else we wouldn't be talking about it right now.
I'm assuming it did. I'm not going to lie. I said some fucking great things. I'm talking bags of cherry blasters. I'm talking end of the tunnel. It's some amazing stuff. Your peace within peace, if I may. But I kind of, throughout the day, I was like, man, should I be like that happy that I was able to help out a friend? Like selfishly, I was happy with the way it went, but is that okay? Like, I was selfishly okay with that?
Always. You helped a friend. That's called karma.
Exactly.
That's not a feeling. That's called you doing something good for someone else and the world acknowledging it. It's a beautiful thing.
Exactly. Attaboy.
I felt weird. I legitimately felt weird that I was happy with my performance, I guess. And it wasn't a performance. It was just, again, me being a bro. But I was happy, and it was just like, man, I wish more people knew that side of me. And that's kind of a reason why I do this podcast. It's an outlet for me. Again, I can go a whole weekend and order a double cheeseburger, and those are the only words I say. And then I come in here and I could blab on about whatever. But that's why I like doing this, because it is an outlet for me and a way for people to see a different side of me. Because a lot of people have a lot of different opinions of me when they first meet me, or if they work with me and they've never met me, they just walk by and I say, hey, good morning, and they walk by like a suited cunt and don't like it.
I never did that, did I, Scotty?
Absolutely not. Cornrows and all. You said, how's it going, buddy?
Someone's got to sex up that place.
Yeah, right? It's a nice outlet for me to be on here. Because I get a lot of people, when they first meet me, I get this. Oh, I thought you were a huge partier. Oh, I thought you were a huge drinker. Oh, I thought you were a huge stoner. Oh, I thought you were just a fat meathead.
How does that work? How did you earn all that?
Because I'm chubby. I have a beard. And sometimes I guess I look a little menacing. And I guess I look like I want to fucking party, bro. Woo!
Oh, man.
I don't. Fantastic. I like a nice quiet night in, maybe some Netflix.
You're
a little
fantastic father. A member of life. Society could not have been more wrong on their diagnosis of you.
They are, but it's a very judgmental society. I'm not going to lie. I'm a judgmental person sometimes.
At work today, I had this lady. I was walking by, and she's like, oh, Corey, I haven't seen you forever. You're so quiet. I'm like, oh, well, I hope so. I don't want to be known as the loud guy. But yeah, I'm just hanging out, doing my thing. Oh, what's going on? You going away on any trips again? I think I might go to Denver, check out some ball games. Oh, we know why you're going to Denver, hey?
What's in Denver?
Yeah, I'm like, well, what's in Denver? What do you mean?
You gonna smoke weed, Corey?
It's the pot. I was like, oh, it's the pot.
The pot, yeah.
It's legal now.
Pots again. Jeez. You gotta lay off that stuff, man. That's evil.
Yeah, I know.
It'll ruin your life.
Gary, I know you didn't hear last week's show because you're internet impaired.
Oh, that's true.
Last week I interviewed a friend of mine, a coworker named Johnny.
Johnny?
Yes, Johnny English.
Oh, there you go.
I did a little segment called One on One, where it's just me and Johnny, where I interviewed him, but the rules were he could ask me anything as well.
Oh, one of those no-holds-barred matches.
Yeah, but it was just a straight interview where I was just curious about his life and how he got to Canada and shit like that, and the work he's in. And yeah, it was fun.
As a fan of the show, of the both of you doing your thing, I've never picked up on this in the 21 or 22 episodes. Why the nightmare? How did the nightmare come about? Like, why isn't it fluffy cuddles with Scott and date night?
First of all, I cuddle him.
Yeah, I'm the little spoon. We all
the
I was
little
just gonna say
spoon.
Gare Bear's a little spoon.
He's the little spoon. I'm the giant ladle.
I'm like the North Star. I just nuzzle into him.
It was just, I guess it's my brainchild. I've wanted to do a podcast since I got into where I work now. I have a full radio station at my disposal, so editing and putting things together is really easy. Sound quality-wise, it sounds just like a professional radio show.
Yeah.
And I'm huge on that. I'm really huge on details on how things sound.
Yeah.
But it was something where I just didn't, I don't think I've earned the right to just call it, hey, it's the ScottyVia show. I don't think people would see that on Podomatic and just be like, oh, what's that? If they see something like The Nightmare in the spoken word category, it could be a little bit of anything. So it might just be an attention grabber.
Strikes some intrigue right there.
Yeah, right. But it was my thought and my creation where myself as the host, Gary as the co-host, we can come on here and say whatever we want, whether it's good, bad, feelings hurt, entertaining, funny, stupid, whatever. We can come on, and some people are going to like it and some people aren't, but it's going to be ballsy and edgy.
Yeah.
And I know you could look at The Nightmare as being a bit corny, but I just thought it was simple enough that it fits. It works. It's my little nightmare, and I'm inviting you all into it, and I'm going to crush your fucking dreams. So
Nice.
That's exactly what he said.
yeah.
Nice.
Like when we were, what do we call it, Scott? We call it when we were in development.
Yes.
You told me that you had this idea and you wanted to do this. I was like, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like I love I had a podcast way back in the day, the Kyle and Gary Super Awesome Podcast.
Nice.
We made damn near 60 episodes. It was an incredible run. It was so fun, and we had intros, and I was the same as Scotty. We had at my disposal, I had the creative team of one of the people there was my friend. So I had her voice up a bunch of intros for different segments we had, and we used those.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just so motivating when you're around all of that stuff because you know in your mind what you can do with it.
Yeah.
And then once you get your hands on it, it's like, I can make this my own. And when Scotty said, I'm going to call it The Nightmare, I said, yeah, I couldn't think of a better word for it, man, because some people will probably lose sleep over it, and that's what makes
Or
it
jobs.
Let's not go that far now, fellas. Cooler Jeff's opinion. But yeah, just fantastic.
And just to kind of jump on one of the things you said, working in a radio station, like Gary and I do, myself personally, I'm not on air. I'm all behind the scenes stuff. Gary has some on-air presence, but you don't have a whole lot of room for creativity. Like you're basically just doing what you're doing. So this was another huge creative outlet for both of us.
Yeah.
I listen to a ton of talk radio like Howard Stern, Bubba the Love Sponge, shows like Nights with Spice. I listen to a lot of that where it's all their thoughts and their ideas and they're generating. I won't deny that I've borrowed some of their ideas for this show.
Yeah.
Absolutely not, because they inspired me to do things and kind of twist them on our way a little bit or just spin them however we want. You've heard some of the bits from the Bubba the Love Sponge show, Nedley Mendingo III, some of his songs.
Yeah.
But that's the type of show I absolutely love and crave and I listen to every morning and every night. So that's why I would like to do this, because where I am right now, I don't think I could do anything even remotely close to this. So The Nightmare is just, I think it's simple enough, but enough to grab some attention, and me and Gary could raise some shit within this Nightmare. I thought it would work out great.
And it has.
Yeah.
No doubt about that.
This is show 22, I believe.
It's just such a pleasure to come on with you.
It's a
And
blast.
I hate to do this to you guys, but I know you'll carry the ship all the way home. I do have to get on out of here.
Oh, are you going to go get Satan right now, and we can do our little one-on-ones?
I have to entertain right now, but yes, and I actually talked to her, and well, let me tell you, boys, like I said before, it's going to be a hell of a time trying to figure it out.
All right, fella, be well. Take care of your Grammy Grams. I'm happy to hear that I'll hear you tomorrow at work.
Yes, I'm happy to be back. Thank you, guys.
Date night is back.
And again, I really appreciate these times you share.
No problem, buddy. We'll talk to you soon. Have a good week, bud.
You betcha. You guys too. I love you both very much.
You too.
We're going to take a break.
Night. Night, night.
Night. We'll take a break. We'll be right back right after these words.
I'm a happy homemaker and child rearer when I'm not blowing the postman. But having 2 kids can be exhausting, even with an illegal immigrant doing all the real work. I found myself getting frigid and snappy with my husband, and soon my marriage was in trouble. Then I realized what the problem was. All the energy I should have been devoting to my husband and kids was being wasted on walking. Now I walk no more with the Relax Power X motorized scooter from Ambulate.
Moms, the Relax Power X motorized scooter from Ambulate lets you move further and faster and save energy for what really matters, protecting your family's health. You'll move quicker and have a lot more energy for the important things like shopping, burying relatives, or attending court hearings. Motorized scooters aren't just for disabled or obese people. Ambulate has a 500-pound weight capacity, so you have room to grow. Ask your doctor about having your insurance or the American taxpayer purchase you a Relax Power X motorized scooter. Take the weight off your feet.
What's it all for? Tour Studio and the fans. What's it all for? Chicks and whips with 20-inch rims. What's it all for? To feed my family and my friends. What's it all for? The chains. What's it all? What's it all? From NYC. Born in Brooklyn, but living for the Queen. The name is calling Beijing. Get their back done down on codeine. I've been burning it down. On the benches ain't all out. That's where I'll be. If you wanna come and battle to the beat, what's it all for? Tour Studio and the band. What's it all for? Chicks and whips with 20-inch rims. What's it all for? To keep my family and my friends.
Thanks for holding over the break, guys. This is The Nightmare with ScottyVia. I am your host, ScottyVia. As you heard, Date Night had to go, take care of his fam, get ready for bed. Early night for him. Got to go back to work tomorrow, which is a pretty big day. I mean, he had a pretty substantial neck surgery.
Yeah.
And it sounded pretty goddamn painful. So it's a big step for him. So I'm happy for him. I'm excited to just check in on him tomorrow, to be honest with you.
Welcome back.
Going to break kayfabe here for a little bit. We had recorded the first segment a couple days ago.
Yes, we did.
And when I went to convert it and do some editing to it, the file wouldn't work. So we lost everything. It was just me and Corey. And so we had to redo it. Luckily, Gary was able to join us, which was fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought we had a fun segment. That's also the reason why there was no promo. Lately, I've been doing promos leading up to it each week. And I legitimately forgot. Not going to deny that. But with recording, I don't know how happy I was with that first time we did it anyway.
It was good.
I think I rambled a lot.
Yeah, it was good.
It was good. It was entertaining.
We
but
checked on my weekend on that segment, but this time we didn't. But that's okay.
Well, hold on. So you're upset about the fact that we didn't talk about your amazing weekend that I'm sure you had? Your butt hurt about that? You got a little sand in your vagina? Oh, no, hold the fuck. You know what? No. Hey, buddy, remember, this is The Nightmare with ScottyVia. Danny, shut his mic off. Thank you. Yeah, I shut your fucking mic off, buddy. Look, I think we all know whose show this is. It's me, and you're bringing it up. With the show was flowing, buddy. Gary was talking about his recovery and his grandma and putting green tea in her ear or something like that. I had the Sastel issues. I had to play Dr. Phil to some fucking friends, and then we had to go. We had to make the first segment a little bit shorter. We didn't get to yours. I was gonna move on. We had a fun segment planned, and you're just a little bit upset. You know what? No, your mic's staying off. Fuck it. I'm gonna do it. Sorry, you ruined it for everybody, bud. I'm ending the show right fucking now. You can leave. Yeah, you can fucking leave. You can fucking leave. We'll talk about this next week. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, fuck it. I'm ending the show. It's a nightmare.
Scotty's got a